Hi, beautiful women. This is Chana Talks Live TV. I'm Hannah Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. Oh, I love coming out to talk to you. I was feeling a little bit down. I don't know why. And coming here always makes me feel better. I think part of what got me, and this is what I want to talk about today, is my video seemed to touch a lot of women yesterday about the people pleasing. We're all aware of ourselves. You know, you can only hide so long. There's an old saying, you can run but you can't hide. Reaches a point, ladies, where you just get so exhausted and you've just got to, hi Ben, you've got to just give it up and, face it. You've got to be able to look at yourself and say, oh my gosh. So here's what I want to talk about. It's not always just the people pleasing. So many women live with shame, which creates a lot of despair. We live with a lot of frustration and disappointment in our lives because of poor choices, because we listened to the wrong people, because we hung out with toxicity, and maybe you still do that today. Maybe you still aren't making the right choices. We teach people how to relate to us in life. So what are you teaching the people in your life? And if you've taught them how to treat you, and now you're throwing tantrums about it, you've got to look at that. It's not always the other. What are your standards? What are you tolerating in your life today? Who are you in your life? These things really matter. These are important questions. And I have a lot of women that are just so afraid to really take the look, to join my group. What are we doing in my group? We're learning a new way to think. And it's free, it's private, no one sees what's posted in there. The things I talk about with those women is completely private. But what are women afraid of in terms of taking something new? So there's a few reasons. Maybe you have been on this, wanting to grow, change your mindset, personal development journey. You have found religion. You want God in your life. All of those things are great. But maybe you've chosen the wrong teachers because you didn't know how to discern. And ladies, I am telling you, there is a lot of not good information out there. So what do? We get on information overload. That'll set you off on a hamster on a treadmill journey. Who do you choose? Why doesn't it work? It only makes you feel worse. It only makes you feel worse. I know when one of my kids was about 5, we came to visit America. Hi, shit up kosher, I don't know who that is. We came to America to visit my family, our families, and the thing that happened was we took our sons to Toys R Us. It was the first time they'd ever been in such a big store from Israel. They were now in New York. Such a big store. Oh my gosh. And my 5-year-old said, I want to go home. We said, but you can have a present. I don't want to choose it. I don't know what. It just so overwhelmed him. And that's what happens to us with the choices we make in terms of, who we want to follow. I've had coaches, Hannah, they don't work. It didn't help me. It made me feel worse. I feel like I wasted my money. Okay, I hear you. The other big fear of looking at beginning to want to create change in your life is the fear of pain and grief. When you realize that you've made some bad choices, hung out with some wrong people, when you look at that you're not where you thought you should be in life, you're divorced, or you never made it financially, or you're still in toxic relationships, Maybe there was abuse that you're so sorry you allowed for yourself and maybe children. These things are hard to look at and they're painful. But here's the news. If you don't face that, you'll never be able to unpack it and then to move on. There are wounds that need to be healed, and I have tools and strategies to help you do that. And when you work with someone that you really trust, and you can do research on me, I'm very trustworthy. Thank God I have a good name in the world. When you've got someone holding your hand and holding you accountable, there's just nothing like that support. And you get that in my group, right? You're not alone. So I understand the fear of facing it. But the good news is on the other side, oh my gosh, you become your own best friend. The boundaries get set. When you think more about yourself than you do about others, life truly takes on a different quality. It's absolutely amazing. So I want to invite you to just look at those fears, and fears won't get you where you want to go. Join my Facebook group, book a call with me if you'd like, send people not on social media to my YouTube channel, Hannah Gilman. There's a lot of love here for you. There's a lot of love here for you. My heart is big, and I hope I'm serving you. I seem to be helping women in terms of the comments and responses that I get privately. So I hope this helps you as to why you might be hesitating. It's normal, it's natural. Beautiful women, good enough is good enough. Start where you're at. I can help you. And more than anything, I love you. You are beautiful women. Own it. Bye-bye.